welcome to the Stillness and Stitches podcast. My name's Hannah. Usually on this channel we talk about all things yarn, but this week I decided I'm going to mix it up a little bit and do a cozy vlog. As always, you can find me on my socials linked here, where I usually try to romanticize everyday things, whether that's gloominess, sunshine, coffee, whatever your heart desires. I love making short form content, so I would love to have you over there as well. So for this week, I think we're going to focus a lot on doing just activities that bring me a little bit of joy, a little bit of happiness, focusing on a little bit of self-care. And with that, we're gonna focus a lot on my reading. I feel like my reading has gone downhill a lot lately. I just haven't been as motivated lately. And I am personally just really tired of seeing the cover of this on my Kindle because it's been there for quite a while now. This is the second book in the series. This one's with House Gluttony, and I have to say, compared to the first, it's just not giving as much as the first one. I just feel like it was a lot more spicy, basically is what I'm trying to say. This one, they act like they hate each other. You know that they don't hate each other. It's just, it's not giving like the first one. I'm hoping it's starting to pick up a little bit. I'm about 50% through the book, but it needs to be done. I need to get this done. So big goal for this week is to try to finish out this book. The biggest problem I have been struggling with though is I have been casting on so many projects when it comes to knitting, especially for summer things. And when you first cast things on, you have to pay like a lot of attention. You have a lot of increases, decreases, things like that. So I just haven't been able to knit and read at the same time, which is what I normally typically like to do. But one of my tops is officially ready to be just worked aimlessly, mindlessly with like a 2-round repeat of ribbing versus just normal knitting. And this is going to be Camisole number 4 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. This is a yarn from Cascade. It's one of their cotton yarns. I honestly cannot remember the name of it. I'm just trying to use up stash fabric. I know I'm going to have to end up probably ordering another skein of this, but if I have to order another skein to get it out of the stash and make it be a used object rather than just sitting in the closet, I'm all here for that. So that is the major plans for this weekend. I also really need to do some gardening. I planted my tomato plants about 2 weeks ago, but it's been kind of freezing here. They still seem to be doing okay. My peppers are still in some containers outside. They really haven't grown too much more. I fear my sunflowers that I started from seed, they just look very not well after all of the rain and everything else while being outside. So I'm not sure how those are gonna do. I also planted a bunch of zinnias and I'm pretty sure the dogs ran right through them. So I would like to start some of those for seed. I also need to do some weeding, just some things that are not super fun, but it's better to get them done now when it's not so hot out. One of my big goals, which I don't think I'm gonna have time to, is this book. I'm sure we've all heard of it. This is Alchemized. This book was originally written as a Hermione fan fiction. However, the author wanted to publish, so she had to create this whole new world with these characters. And I know this is going to be good, but something about the world building and everything else on this, it's taking me a while. Again, I don't know what's up with me in reading lately. We're just not vibing. Usually I can power through the world building, get to the good part, and devour a book. And I know I'm going to get to that point when it comes to this book, but I'm just not there. And I honestly picked this up like months ago, I think last October. So it's been a hot minute. So now I'm thinking, do I need to go back and restart it? So if I get Throne of Secrets done, I would like to start this. However, there is a third book out of this too as well. It would have me caught up with the series completely. So we'll see what we get done. I have also decided that I was going to go ahead and start re-listening to Agatar. So I am on the second book, A Court of Mist and Fury. I just kind of have to refamiliarize, I feel like, myself with these books since it's been years since I've read them before she comes out with the new ones. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get. I'm not sure if I plan to do only Agatar, Throne of Glass as well, which I honestly would love to reread that one. That one was such a good book. Crescent City I just read last year, so I feel like I know that one pretty well, except for maybe a few key parts, but I might just watch some videos about that as a quick recap. But so those are my plans for the week, and then we'll probably do some other things too. Play some video games. I'm really big into Hogwarts Legacy right now, and we'll see what else. Honestly, I really haven't had much motivation to do quite a lot lately, so we'll just kind of take the week and see how it goes and really just kind of focus on trying to get through my reading slump. Really, you come outside? Okay. Okay, I got about 50 pages done with my book. It's starting to slowly pick up the pace, but we're 60% of the way in, and I'm still just, there's something I'm just needing. I feel like they're describing the plot and then they keep saying, well, I just need to worry about this and I need to worry about this, but like nothing's actually happening. It's all just like pent up building. Like one of the parts is that he's looking for a suitor to distract from a dragon problem that they have going on. They don't really talk about the dragon problem. They kind of just mention like, okay, well, we're gonna keep hunting. We're gonna keep doing research. But nothing ever comes of it. And then with this looking for a suitor, they've had one dinner. That's about it so far. And it's like, okay, I feel like if you would have started that quest to find a wife as the distraction technique sooner, and we got to like go through that whole process of learning all these girls while there's really your other girl that's like the main interest, I feel like that would have been a lot more interesting. But maybe that's just me. We'll see. But for the rest of this evening, I'm gonna go do some things around the house, tidy up a little bit, and then I will probably read later tonight. Might get on and play a little bit of Hogwarts this evening. We'll see. I'm also just like really tired. Luckily though, tomorrow, Friday, is my late start day, so I get to wake up, make Avery breakfast, send him off to school, and then I get to go back to bed for a couple hours. So trying to power through. And we also have more rain coming in. That's supposed to be tomorrow, all day thunderstorms. So that makes it even more of a perfect day to be able to sleep in. Enough rambling. Let's go get on with our evenings, do little things, and then I will see you maybe later tonight to do a little bit more reading before bed, or I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. So last night we went and grabbed ice cream after dinner, and then after that got ready for bed, and I think we just like all crashed. Maybe like 5 more pages of my book, but nothing else really got done yesterday evening, and I'm not mad about it. This morning we woke up, went outside on the patio, trying to enjoy some of the sunshine because it's going to rain again starting this evening. I'm not mad about either, especially for a Friday night, but I'm trying to soak up as much sun as possible, and it actually feels kind of warm today. I think this is like the highest temperature it's going to be for the next week, which is 70. Not that high, but it still feels amazing. Enjoyed my coffee. I love watching like a cozy podcast in the mornings just to like wake up a little bit. And then I was working on my Sabai top, which I am literally so close to finishing, and I'm so excited. Maybe I will be able to finish that. Then we went and took the dogs for a walk. My mom's off today and she lives down the street, so we went together with her dog and our 2 dogs. And again, it just feels so nice outside. But now it is time to start work. Living kind of pattern on top of I have been so busy today. I probably worked about 4 hours, and I honestly need to give myself a break. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to have one because I know this evening's going to be busy. So let's go ahead, turn on some music and read for a little bit for about 15-20 minutes, and then back to work. Let's catch up a little bit on the reading.